Welcome back. I am Pastor Doug. We now continue with part 5 of our presentation entitled Being Lured into a Debate is a Satanic Trap. One might ask how all of this squares with passages that tell us that we are to always be prepared to give an answer. 1 Peter 3:15. And to fight the good fight. 1 Timothy 1:18. To preach the word. Be prepared in season and out of season. 2 Timothy 4:2, etc. The best answer to this question is to follow the example of the Lord Jesus Christ. Whenever he was confronted with a spiritual question or issue by Satan, Matthew 4, or by those who would do the devil's work, Matthew 22:15, he did provide a response, but not always an answer, Matthew 21:27, to the inquirer's question. After declaring the applicable biblical principle, he did not continue any further debate with those whose only motive it was to discredit him. Matthew 4, Matthew 22:15. Do not give dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. If you do, they may trample them under their feet and then turn and tear you to pieces. Matthew 7:6. Only for those who truly sought further edification would he explain himself or his doctrines any further. We are told to resist, 1 Peter 5:9, Satan when he attacks. We resist him by taking a stand based on biblical principles, by making our position clear. But we must also have the wisdom to know when we are to exercise restraint. When we charge on instead, we are playing right into his hands and into the trap that Satan has set for us. There is a time to enter a spiritual battle and a time not to. Ecclesiastes 3:8. For every point that is made in a debate, it opens the door for further argument. As in a secular war, the disposition of one war will inevitably be the means for starting another. Before long, even the point that was made is soon forgotten and buried somewhere in the aftermath that follows. Human nature has a tendency to remember the negative and forget the positive. A communicator can accurately cite and apply 100 verses in a presentation, but let him misquote or misapply one verse, and I guarantee that this is what the majority of those present will remember. I speak of this not only on the basis of biblical principles, but as one who has personally experienced the lure and pitfalls of trying to win spiritual battles by way of debating with the forces of Satan. While I concede that I did enjoy the challenge of presenting doctrinal views in what proved at times to be a very hostile environment, I failed to discern the evil beneath the surface and how the enemy would take advantage of any situation when Christians try to win spiritual battles with human effort or means. As enticing as debating may be, it remains to be a human tool, not a spiritual weapon. There is a way that seems right to a man, but in the end, it leads to death. Proverbs 14:12. The death resulting from a debate is the death of what otherwise might have been the spiritual edification of those involved or observing the debate. It is God who prepares the message and the messenger, as well as the receiver and the circumstances in which the message is to be conveyed.